I ask you something? What? What could you possibly want to ask me, considering the way I treat your friends? Why do you hate yourself so much? Care for some punch? Love? God, you're beautiful. Careful. You wouldn't want your father to hear you say that. I know. He's such a bore. If only he wasn't so wrapped up in his company and his position. But at least with a fancy party, he'll be far too distracted to see us together. True. Your eyes are ever so beautifully mysterious, like midnight when it rains. Trying to be poetic, are we? No, my love. Your poetry at its finest. I couldn't possibly say anything that isn't declaring itself 10 times bolder in your presence. You speak for yourself. How can you be so charming while making absolutely no sense at the same time? Maybe if you read more poetry, you'd understand. Maybe. I hear your father has been seeing a woman for quite a while now. Have you met her? No. He barely says anything about the whole thing. I really don't see why he feels the need to be so secretive. It's not like I need another mother. Maybe he wants to be sure of her before he introduces you two together. Perhaps. But I really don't care who she is. I've never been very close to my father, so I doubt I'll end up meaning anything if he remarries. Truly a brilliant investment, if you ask me. With this underproduction for the company, I predict we'll reach even higher earnings the next year. Before too long, I feel as though we won't even have any competition. Mr. Prescott always seems to know how to plan ahead. Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, there she is. If you'll please excuse me, Miss Twain. There's someone I'd like my son to meet. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, she's very pretty. I'm sure they'll make a perfect match. Ah, there you are, Matteo. I was wondering where you seemed to disappear off to. I'd like you to meet Matilda. Her mother works for our company. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. Your father has told me quite a lot about you. I see. Why don't you come join us? We have much to discuss. Well, alright, I suppose we can join you. No, not him. He can stay here. I just need to talk to you. Don't you think that's a little rude, Father? He's my friend. You can talk to him later. Now come over here. This corner is no place for you. I need you to be shining at this party. Fine, I'm coming. I'm sorry, Casper. You'll do well to drop that attitude, young man. Well, I don't see why I had to be pried away from my conversation to talk to you right this minute. Oh, stop making such a fuss, Matteo. This is important. Nothing you ever have to say to me is truly ever that important. Well, I'd certainly like to think that myself getting remarried is really rather important. You what? Oh, keep your voice down. As you know, I've been seeing someone for many months now. And, well, we've decided to take the next step and get married. I'm telling you this now because you're my son. What are you talking about? I've never even met this woman, and you're trying to tell me that you already arranged to get married? You need to lower your voice. I will not be embarrassed in front of everyone. Well, this isn't something casually that you slip into conversation at a party, Father. Look, I've tried to be civil with you about this, but the truth of the matter is that I'm getting married, and you do not get to tell me that I can or cannot do so. If you want to cause a scene, I suggest you do so elsewhere, because this is not up for debate. So that's it. You're just going to tell me all of this now, like it doesn't even affect me at all? How can you be so heartless? Either you settle yourself down, Matteo, or you can leave this party. You've known about me dating this one for months. Surely you knew this was coming. Don't be so absurd. Oh, and since I have you here, I've arranged for you to go on a date with Matilda. She's truly a lovely girl, and you would do well to be kind to her. So you just want to ruin my life, don't you? Don't you even care about what I want in the slightest? This discussion is over, Matteo. You're being rather childish. We'll talk more tomorrow. What are you staring at? The show's over. You wouldn't understand. I don't really hate myself. I hate what I've been forced to become.